Don't be stupid. Don't podcast. Be 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 don't stupid. Don't stupid. Don't stupid. Don't podcast. Don't stupid podcast. Don't stupid. Don't stupid podcast. Don't be stupid. Don't podcast.
Are we on?
We on. What's up, E? What's up, Tom?
What's up? I'm looking at Eric on the way. Hey, you're on the show.
We on the show.
The show is on right now.
Show is on.
Show right now.
What's happening?
Focus.
What's up, E? Man, how you doing, bro?
All right. So that was our new intro, huh?
New intro beat.
Yeah.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, though.
What's that?
That intro is going to be better than the whole show.
Let that shit knock in the ride.
You got a point there.
I don't know. God,
You never know, man. You know. When we get to drinking, anything can be said.
Maybe we need to stop doing the podcast and start making music.
Yeah.
Hey, we looking for artists. You just heard him say it. Send us one.
Man, we ain't looking for no
Man.
artists, nigga. We got me and Tone sitting right here, nigga.
We got what's your name? What's your rap name?
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. That's Tone.
The beige rapper?
The beige
You
bandit.
the beige rapper?
The beige rapper?
Who you E?
Nah, I ain't got. I'm E.
E. That's it. Shit, that's the best one. I ain't got to change shit.
Anyway,
E.
get away from all that. We ain't rapping. 50-year-old niggas
I'm going to
rapping.
get me a ghostwriter.
Might as well, nigga. Everybody else got one.
You gotta get you a ghost person for the videos and everything else. Nobody want to look at no 50-year-old man up in the videos.
Hey, they got Jay. They got
Nigga,
Baby.
ain't nobody trying to see
They
Jay.
got all them other niggas.
Ain't nobody trying to see Jay in no video, nigga.
They got them all in
Yeah,
there.
But you just named two niggas that ain't nobody trying to see in the video.
Puff
Jay
in
and
there.
Baby. Puff, none of them niggas, nobody trying to see them in
Did you
videos
just
right
say
now.
Baby and Jay?
That's what he said.
I'm just saying they in video still.
Jay? Not no baby.
I'm just saying.
Wait.
They
Ain't nobody
in
trying to
video
see
still.
Jay in no video.
They in video still, and they 40 something, late 40s.
Man,
switch
well, if you want to talk about everybody who's in a video, that's one thing. But who people checking for to see in the video, ain't nobody trying to see them old motherfuckers in videos.
I would probably agree with you on
see
that.
Jay in the video.
I mean, it's kind of cool to have a little cameo. You know what I'm saying? Slide through there, but
Nah.
not constantly, not every day.
Nah. Nigga, I ain't got a problem with Baby. I got a problem with Jay and Baby. Ain't nobody trying to see none of them niggas in the video. Jay look funny as hell now. Every time you see that nigga, you're like, what's the look you going for, nigga? This nigga
growing
got
his hair
he got the hair. He ain't growing his hair out. His hair is grown out now. With the suit, with no shirt, and the chain. He look crazy.
You talking about ape shit video?
I'm talking about where you see him now. Even in
I just seen him with
we just saw him in the
Biggie
pictures.
regular
We just
t-shirt.
saw him in that pictures in with whatever that birthday party was with Maul and his brother, right? And he's sitting there at the table with the big hair, with the hat that don't fit, hat sitting like off his head and shit because his hair too big.
Jay can do whatever though.
I hear this nigga
Fuck,
all
he
up on
wanna do,
Jay's
man.
nuts,
These
man.
niggas
That
love
nigga
Jay, you know.
stay on Jay's nuts, man. You swear the nigga know him like. It's funny because I ain't did more for this nigga than Jane ever did for him, and I don't never get that kind of. Have we started the
Spit
show?
bars.
Yeah,
Have we started the show?
been started, y'all. Been started.
Hey, so
How you doing?
Oh, now you're gonna do that shit. Some bullshit.
Tony, I got a question about Jay though.
but not ask that nigga about Jay, man, because it ain't never gonna be. It's never gonna be answered non-Jay bias towards Jay.
You don't know that.
That's a simple question.
Go ahead,
He's your
ask
number
him.
one.
Go ahead.
No, he's not.
Okay, that's right.
You know who's my number one?
Rakim.
Happy birthday, Rakim.
What?
Is it his birthday?
Ooh, hell
It's
yeah.
God's birthday?
January 28th, baby.
That nigga ain't number one.
Number one.
My
What you
number
mean?
one.
One.
We've had this show before. I didn't know if Jay was his number one.
No.
Rakim, and E's. Who was it again? E?
I don't even know.
E40.
Nigga, E40 is my favorite. I do like E40. Shout out to E40.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
mean, he ain't
about
my
an hour
number.
away.
He ain't my number one.
Yeah,
though.
hour drive away. You know what? Motherfucker pull up.
You ain't
Do
lying.
you like you did Biggie?
Yeah, hour away. You pull up.
Roll right up here like you did Biggie. Yeah.
Get hyphy on their ass. Anyway, but yes, it is Rakim's birthday. Shouts
I
out to
got
him.
dread. Anyway, shit. Rakim's, how old is Rakim? 60?
Nice.
Nah, I think
Same age.
51.
Ain't same age. He ain't the same age as me, that old ass nigga. He look old as fuck. Don't be trying to throw him the same age with me. That nigga like my uncle.
Damn.
51? 51, something like that.
Is he that old? 51? That nigga just throwing out numbers like. Hey, you know what's funny, Tom? Is when I looked at him, he had his glass. He was like, I said, that's what he is, 51. He said,
You talking about Tony, it's not me. I don't know all that nigga.
I think so.
I'm just, hey, 51.
It sound good to me. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Oh man.
Disrespectful. 51.
So yeah, we got the new music. We trying to change up a little bit. That our last intro song was our. Is it? Do we call it intro song? Or the theme song? What is it called?
Intro.
Okay, our last intro was a little bit sample heavy, so we decided to change it up a little bit just in case more than 5 people listen, and we get to going that they can't come after us for using other people's music and stuff. So that's totally original, huh?
Yeah.
That's a Kevin original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
No doubt. So what's good, bro? What we got cracking? I mean, Super Bowl coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we got Super Bowl coming up. We got government still ain't working.
No.
We
Get
got.
back.
Oh, that's right. We got they
Yeah,
doing
it was over a
it
month,
temporary. It's a temporary deal they did.
Yeah, it did. But, over a month, though, that's 2 checks.
So what is the? Well, they getting back pay
Yeah,
So that
when they get it.
when they get it.
so would you do that?
But I do what?
Work without getting paid.
You know what? It's one of them things. We can go around. We can go around and answer that. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
Me, yeah, I'm probably gonna go to work because in my. Did I hear a phone ringing? You hear that?
No.
Oh. I'm tripping. So
Back to
anyway,
the show.
back to yeah.
That motherfucker like Debo and the chicken with like somewhere in there.
God damn, I'm like a squirrel.
Smokey in the
I'm
chicken
tweaking.
coop and shit. This
But
motherfucker-
yeah, but you never know what your situation is, and when it's all said and done, you still want to be in. As fucked up as the situation is, you still want to be in a good place with your employment.
Yeah.
And when you're working for the government, unfortunately, the things that we can't control sometimes control us. And so I rather, knowing that I'm going to get my money eventually, that back pay or whatever it is,
For sure.
yeah, I need to go ahead and keep working because I got to pay bills. I got to keep my money flowing, even though it ain't coming right now. When it does come, I'm gonna need it.
Well, what I kind of noticed that
Tony didn't answer the question.
What's that?
Would he do it?
Government? Yeah, of course. You think those fucking TSAs wanted to search motherfuckers for nothing? But I ain't flying out. You do another government shutdown, I ain't
Wait.
flying out for
What are you
shit.
talking about, Tony? Just answer the question. Can we just ask you, would you do it? This nigga,
Shit.
what are you talking
I know
about?
what you said, Tom, but go on, man.
What do you want me to do? Is it yes or no?
No. Would you? So what are you saying? Say it again now.
I would still work because
Yeah.
you don't
So,
you
I
don't
mean-
want to be the one to be like, oh, that's that MFer. Like
So what were you
like
saying about the
said,
TSAs?
Some of them still went to work.
Yeah, you
And
saying
then
that,
some of them still called in sick too.
yeah.
But that's the kind of job that you might.
Oh,
need
so
to
you were
be
saying
there.
that you think that the
Might.
ones that went to, you think they wanted to do that, but some of them had to do it.
Yeah.
I see what
don't-
you're saying
You don't
now.
want to like.
I know what the fuck
quit
you were saying
and
at
shit.
first.
Yeah, you don't want to
You
quit.
want to hop on
Yeah.
the plane without those TSA checks.
And you sure don't want to fuck up
Yeah.
your situation that you got at the job because of old fuckhead in office.
Yeah, but it's like that in any government agency. If you work for the city, state, whatever, the feds, it's not too much. You get the federal shutdown, but when they
We
comes to
had the
budget-
state, but we had the state here.
Yeah, but
yeah,
when you,
you
have a
remember that,
budget,
Tone?
Yeah, when you have the budget, man, you on a budget, they'll shut your shit down, and you just be in trouble. But there's not a whole lot you can do. But that's the job everybody wants to have, man. I mean, you can't.
It used to want to have.
As a quick answer, I'm gonna say, yeah, I would still work too. But as something else I was thinking about is that the government, which is interesting to me, is that if you look and pay attention to like my bank and other banks, I noticed that they are like saying if you have problems with the shutdown, don't worry about paying your bills or don't worry about this. It seems like the country is like banded around those people to make sure they're still taken care of. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Yeah, I saw. No, that's you got to remember. I saw what you was talking about, but that's a certain proportion of that's how you say it, that's just a certain group. So the bank, like you say, your bank said it or whatever, or certain companies said it, but that still doesn't go for everybody who's saying it. If the bank says it, that don't mean Toyota said it.
Yeah,
That
no
don't
doubt.
mean cable company said it. That don't mean your rent said it. So yeah, there is some companies that saying, we'll let this month go, and we'll just start, however they do that, they bypass a month. It ain't like you paid it, but they're just
Yeah, they'll
holding it off for a
They'll
month.
get their money eventually.
Yeah, they're just holding off for a month or whatever. But that's just that's on a one by one basis. It depends on who the company is that you're with. So, you hope that everybody is understanding about it, but I guarantee you that just like in anything, there's cats that's making money off of this. There's companies that's making money off of this. You not paying your payment is the reason why I can charge you late fees or bring your interest rates up, and there's some people that's not can care less about that. There's always somebody making money on your misfortune. So.
I bet you them check cash in places like advanced loan places is getting rich. They happy as hell right now.
Hopefully, ain't no state workers.
Those are one of the people that are kind of take advantage of this. I mean, yeah, it is a business, but at the same time, that's the perfect place to go when you're needing your money for over a month, man. Two paychecks.
Ooh, that's
I didn't think. I was thinking he was talking on the other end, like they already had loans. And they were trying to pay them back, and they being so generous. You talking about now that they need money, that they going to see them, right?
Like you said, that like if somebody was renting my house, I probably couldn't be like, man.
So you couldn't
I
do
feel
it.
bad for you, dog, but I need my money.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? I
Because
gotta-
a lot of people who are renting houses, they owe money on those houses. So you paying your rent justifies me paying the mortgage on that house.
yeah,
And so I feel for you, but I need that money. So I understand about that. It's a fucked up situation, and Trump, they just don't think like the general public thinks, because they ain't been there. They don't know. Trump was born into money. He's always knew money.
Yeah.
And Trump ain't never paid rent for shit.
yeah.
So he don't know what that's like, man. He's always had money.
That's a fucked up thought to think that, I guess when government probably first started, I mean, I'm pretty sure there were rich people back then too, but they all were probably trying to come up with something that worked for everybody. Now, man, it's only two classes of people. I mean, it probably is the middle class, but not that I've ever really seen. Seem like we broke shit all the time. There's those with money and those without. That's all I ever see around this
I
bad
think
boy.
that even when they made the rules at the beginning, we can get off of this, but I think even when they made the rules at the beginning, I think that they did the thing where they were making rules for the less fortunate, because they see how they were struggling.
You don't want another revolt.
They were making it for the less fortunate, and the rules didn't feel like they applied to them. They were the haves, and they were above the rules, or they had their own set of rules. and they made all these laws and stuff for the people who didn't have shit, thinking that they can control them, make their life a little better, but still them be in control. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Super Bowl Sunday is this week coming up,
Yeah, man. I know, man.
and we, even though me and Kev are the sports people in the house, it's funny that the one non-sports motherfucker who picked the team.
Episode 2.
I mean, but it ain't. You had to be no genius. Hang on, man. You didn't have to be no genius
I
to
can't even
pick
get
this.
nothing. I
Wait,
can't
wait,
get
wait.
no.
Okay.
It was preseason. Come on.
Let me say this. The one motherfucker who doesn't have anything to do with sports picked the team that's in the Super Bowl. But the team he picked, you don't have to be a genius to pick the Patriots going to the Super Bowl. Shit, they go to the Super Bowl every other year, if not every year. So it's not like it's.
Tom Brady to go.
He might be that.
You right. You might be.
I can't argue
That
that.
motherfucker got records. He got all
Can't
kinds
argue
of shit.
that.
Yeah, 41 years old, man. Still in the game.
Shit, I know.
They say he's gonna do it until he's 45. So
He said that verbally?
he said it the other day. He said it yesterday.
Damn.
But he said that. He said it before. He said, I keep telling y'all, and y'all act like I'm not saying what I'm saying. He said 45 is a goal.
Damn. If they keep winning, they'll let him do it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Why not?
So let's go ahead. You got a
So
prediction?
you got New England
Oh,
and the Los Angeles Rams, right?
right.
Sunday, Super Bowl.
Out of pure hate. I'm going to say it. Out of pure hate. I hope the Rams win.
Wait. So out of pure hate, you're gonna go with the Rams,
Yeah, man.
even though that's the NFC,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
and they beat us.
Yeah.
So out of pure hate,
I'm going to go with the NFC, of course.
no, out of pure hate, I'm going against the Rams because that's who beat us.
You would go against our division?
That's who beat us and took us out to the
Still,
fucking.
it's our division, though.
You know what? Yes, I go against them. Same way if it was the Eagles in there. I'm not rooting for the fucking Eagles.
I'm sorry, our conference, not our division. I'm tripping.
I'm not rooting for the fucking Reds. I'm sorry, Washington.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
NFC,
So
that's our division.
and so I'm not fucking rooting for the team that took us out the damn playoffs.
Well, Jason Garrett took us out.
No. Rams took us out. They whooped our ass. So I mean, even though we in California and shit, and the Rams are from California, I'm like, fuck them.
No.
I'm not. Now, don't get it wrong. My thing is, I'm not rooting for the Rams, but I'm not all gung ho about the Patriots either. I'm just gonna let that ride, but I'm not rooting for the Rams. That's for damn sure.
I'm going California Love Part 3.
That's crazy.
Without gay-ass
the
Garrett.
team that took us out. So, Tone, you got anything?
I'm serious.
Is there anything you want to say about your team?
Oh. How?
This is crazy.
How, Tone? How, Tone?
This nigga picked the winning team.
They ain't win
That
the
nigga
Super
picked
Bowl
the,
yet,
no,
you
but
know
you
what I
picked
mean?
the team to go to
Going
the Super Bowl. Like I said,
Oh,
it didn't
during
take a lot to do
preseason?
it, though.
Before any real
Was it
game
preseason?
started?
It wasn't preseason
It
when we
was
did that.
preseason.
No, it was
I don't know.
not.
He might have been preseason.
It was
It wasn't
preseason,
preseason.
bro.
Yeah.
Come on, give me the credit. Give me
I
the
ain't giving you
credit,
shit.
bro. See, it was like episode 2
Episode 2 of what?
of the podcast.
Don't.
What the fuck? Episode 2 of True Detectives.
I believe we was in the season when we
preseason.
did that.
It was preseason.
I don't think so.
Maybe
It
so.
was close. Might have been preseason.
Obviously, I'm just gonna go with the Pats. But
Is there any reason? I mean, did you just say that's a good team? And I
No,
know
he's
they're a good
from
team?
there.
Or you just went
I'm from
for
the New England area, but
That's
I
what
just
I'm saying.
figured-
That's why you went.
I just, you know what? You asked me, and I just picked a team, Pats, and it was, I didn't know. I don't watch. I ain't watched not one game.
you
I
scared
didn't
of the
care.
little Irish kids coming to kick your ass, Tony?
Nah, Not my neighborhood. It was all Italians.
I doubt splits.
What a fucking
You
ass.
better root for the Pats.
Home of the Pats over here.
Home with the Pats.
All right, enough of that bullshit talk. Ain't nobody trying to talk about
Thanks for
that.
bringing it up.
I just wanted to say, yeah, prediction.
So you going for the Rams, you're
I'm
going
going
for
for
the
the
Pats, and I'm gonna go with the Pats too.
You guys probably right, but still, I hope not.
I can't believe that you're
I can't deal with Tom Brady. I can't do it. I
but
think he's
still,
the greatest
I
quarterback
just
ever,
think that
though.
you rather go with one of them than the people who took you out.
Nah, fuck that shit.
It's like being in a crime family. I mean, being related to crime, and if you gotta go with the other side, picking the side that you just don't like, or picking the side that killed your brother.
Let me say this. The way I look at it is like this. If the Rams win, that just proves they were the best team in the NFL. If the Pats win, that proves that the Rams were not the best team in the NFL and we just sucked. That's how I look at it.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
Because no, it don't.
Yes, it
You're
does. They
going with
win the
the
Super
underdog,
Bowl.
though,
They
ain't
would be like, okay, they are the better team. Of course, they were the best team in the NFL. If the Pats win, that means that the Rams was the second best team and we lost to the second best team. See,
It's either way
Makes it
we
worse.
lost to the Rams though. Either way,
but if we
it
win,
don't matter.
They were the best team in football.
That's not true. Cause the Pats had nothing to do with us not being there.
Let me say it a different way. So
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is whether we would have lost to the Rams, because if we would have lost to the Rams,
we did lose to the Rams.
okay, in that situation, you're saying that the Rams would go on and say lose to the Pats. We're still in the same situation. Either way you look at it, the Pats had nothing to do with us losing. So if we would have won, the only thing I can see positive, I mean, a good way of coming out of that is if we would have beat the Pats. Beat the Rams and then go and beat the Pats, because we would have been the best team, straight out.
Yeah.
But us, any other version of that, we're still not that, because we lost to either we lose to the Rams, and that's it, or we beat the Rams, lose to the Pats, and we still be either way. It's not it's not satisfying. There's nothing
isn't
satisfying about that.
It isn't satisfying, but it's like the dude talking shit. Like, okay, his Chucky, the neighborhood bully, and he whoop your ass, and everybody's like, man, you let Chucky whoop your ass, and then everybody else step up there and get an ass whooping from Chucky too. It's like, shit, he whooped your ass too, motherfucker. Now what you got to say? Right?
But that's not
how I look at it.
But that's not it. We ain't got beat by the Rams, who ain't got beat by the Pats twice.
But if the Rams win, I'm saying, if the Rams win,
But they
that
still
makes
got
sense.
beat by the Patriots already.
That don't matter. It's the Super Bowl. Everything changes. Everything
All right.
changes.
Go
All right,
Pats.
that makes you feel better.
That makes me feel better.
All right.
Because if Chucky gonna whoop my ass, I hope he whoop everybody's ass.
Let's get out of sports. Tony, you got anything?
Nas keeps winning.
Who?
Nas.
Yup.
No, excuse me.
Nas,
What?
what he doing? I thought he was up for like domestic abuse or some shit.
Nas?
Nah, ain't nobody locked that man up. He too
Nasty?
busy making
I'm getting
$340
mixed up
million.
with Fab.
On what?
His investment on some TV thing, and he got paid off by Viacom, so he gets $340 million.
Wait a
Damn.
minute.
That
If you
that
know,
payoff.
if you got to tell us
You
what
gotta
it
tell us what
is.
show this is.
Y'all gonna have me look this up. This is some
Motherfucker.
Why
At
you
least
telling
know
you
the
about
damn-
that?
I mean,
Have you peeped the 50th of the new show on Sony Crackle called Oath, Eric? He got a show called Oath.
On what?
Sony Crackle. Sony Crackle.
What the fuck is Sony
Crackle
Crackle?
is like
Sony Crackle.
Is that a new
It's
candy bar?
Yeah,
I went to elementary school with them.
it's like Netflix and all that, but they're like a part
Sony
of these other
Crackle.
ones called Sony Crackle,
I ain't
and they got a
never
show
heard of
called Oath, and it's a trip, man. So I'm like 50. If 50 produced that one too, I'm like, it's pretty good. So 50 making that money, man. I'm like, damn, 50.
What are you saying? Is it a good show?
Good show, man. It's about these. It's about cops who are corrupt, but they have like a gang within the cop unit. So they're doing gang shit in the cop unit, robbing banks, motherfucking
It is
pushing
called Oath.
drugs. It's called Oath. Yeah, this shit is crazy as shit, and it's supposed to be based on some true facts, but who knows if it is? But it's like a show. It's a TV show. So I'm like, damn, that's pretty tight. I mean, it's kind of cool little show off Sony Crackle. You can download the app because you got, whatever TV show you got, Hulu or Fire Stick TV, all that. It's on all that shit right there. Shit is a trip. Tom, what you find out? Nas getting paid, huh?
So he invested on something called Pluto TV.
Yeah, I said Pluto TV. Yeah,
Right. So
What is Pluto TV?
it's another one like the
It's another one
like,
of them.
like Sony Crackle type things. Yeah, another little
Okay.
Apple TVs. Yeah,
So was it bought by somebody else or something?
Yeah, Viacom.
Damn.
340 mil.
So his share is is his share 300 or that's what they bought it for?
That's what they bought it for.
So he's
So-
getting it. So he's getting a piece of that 300 or
He's getting
something.
a piece of that shit.
Okay,
Damn.
all right.
these motherfuckers is making money. They ain't bullshit.
He's making.
They say that Nas is quietly
He's-
doing that with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like, he's-
Bevel.
With who?
Bevel.
Oh, he's
He
part of that
invested
too.
in-
huh?
he
That's right,
invested in
huh?
Bevel.
hmm
But
Then they got hooked
they
up with Target and all that shit.
Yeah, but they sold that.
That's
They-
what,
they
that's
sold
what I
Bevel.
heard.
Yeah, to
What was that? What was his
Procter-
first money? Was it Pepsi?
Procter and Gamble.
Was his first money Pepsi or something like that?
I don't know. He got that Hennessy too.
Hennessy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
Hennessy
down with
for
Hennessy.
sure.
Whatever company that is, and Hennessy's one of them companies that own like 8 or 9 different liquors too.
Damn.
Yeah, so shit.
It's a
He
trip.
He out here investing on the low and making big time money.
Way more money than that rap money.
It's a-
killing it.
Sure.
It's a trip because like when you talk about like for instance Hennessy, I ain't for sure what all Hennessy has, but it's the same as some of them designers that we were talking earlier. When you find out like Louis Vuitton is the same as I don't know, I don't remember the names, but you find out Louis Vuitton and Levi's and everybody else is all one company. It's kind of crazy how that works.
Mhm.
You find out same like cars when you find out like Toyota, Lexus, and a lot of these a lot of these companies be a lot as a altogether there's a lot more of them. Basically there's a lot of companies that you figure that you probably wouldn't fuck with or you think that you above and come to find out it's the same company.
Yeah.
And Hennessy is one of those companies too that's got like I'm not saying this is fact, but like I'm just using an example. Like they got like I don't know Captain Morgan and everybody else up underneath them. Some of them common alcohols that everybody drinks, and then you got the high end part of it that you think that you above everybody else, but it's all coming out the same fucking barrel.
Same distilleries, the same barrels.
Yeah,
They
Same all
just
that
put a
shit.
different label on that mother.
yeah,
Shit, you hit that right. Like, what is it? Lexus owns Toyota.
yeah.
You know
And,
what I'm saying?
there's a lot of shit like that. Smart
saying?
car and
Yeah.
and what's that Mercedes. And it's a bunch of companies like that, but it's just crazy how some people who don't know, who don't take the time to figure out who will drive since we were talking about Lexus, will drive a Lexus and then shit on Toyota, act like Toyota ain't about shit, but not
A
realizing that you driving an overpriced Toyota.
Yeah, the glorified.
Yeah, you driving a Toyota and everything that you got in that Lexus, they can get in a Toyota. Probably for $10,000 cheaper than what you paid.
Shit, they used to do that. Like, always make a low version of that car that was really nice and shit. You know what I mean? They don't do it as much.
What's that?
Have like you said, a Lexus F-Type, and then have a Corolla. It's damn near the same car and shit.
I mean, but I'm sure that they do. I mean, since we talking on Toyota and Lexus, I'm sure that the Avalon, if you get the Avalon fully loaded,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's probably the same as the ES350. I mean, because they based on the same platform and shit, and they got the same options and stuff. I'm sure it's the same damn car, except for maybe the grill's different and shit like that. But it's just funny how people put so much emphasis on the brand, on the actual name that's sitting there, and don't care too much about what the quality is.
Mm-hmm.
I had that same conversation with my wife when we talk about we were talking about I believe it was Genesis. Genesis with Hyundai,
Mm-hmm.
and I just I was trying to explain to her that through Consumer Reports and stuff how they giving it such high ratings,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about we all know that Hyundai has one of the best warranties in the game with that 10-year warranty, and and it's like that's big. The warranty, they're getting high ratings on all the important parts of it, and on top of that, you can see it, on the Genesis. That's pure luxury. But then my wife just can't get over that it's a Hyundai.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Hyundai,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, fuck. You don't think they said that about Lexus before it was, when Lexus first came out with Toyota?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they said that about Infinity with Nissan and everything else. So it's like
Yeah, that's like me and Eric talking about the Stinger?
the Stinger, yeah.
The Stinger is what's that?
Tony said he gotta take all the Kia badges off.
Yeah, you gotta be able to take all that Kia shit out. But
After
you
you
can't
do
get
that,
away
it's still a
with it.
Kia though. But
You gotta
that's
take
a badass
away that
car
shit.
though.
That car looks nice as fuck. But you can't get away from the Kia symbols everywhere. The steering wheel got a big ass.
real quick. I know me and Tony talked about it, but real quick, Tone.
Oh,
You mean
shit.
so if I gave you the Stinger, what is it called? The G2, the one that's fully loaded with the big
Yeah, like
the
the
big
G-
engine
the
and it's got
GT,
everything in it. Got the Brembo brake pads and all that good shit. You're telling me that you couldn't deal with it?
Nah, man.
You couldn't deal with it?
I ride the fuck out.
Man,
this.
I'd drive the fuck out that motherfucker.
I drive the
man.
fuck out this time.
At the base price,
No, the
Like
G. I'm talking
50?
about the G. You're talking about the high end one.
the high end one's like,
Yeah,
what did I say the price was?
50
I
something.
mean, that shit's clean. I can't even front. Kev showing pictures,
but because
I
it
can't
says
even front.
Kia, you can't drive it.
I can't
Even
take
though
the
it's got
labels.
the 10-year, it's got the 10-year warranty
yes,
on it.
Yes,
I'm driving that motherfucker.
but then you drive. Look,
What is that? Concept.
yeah. See, it don't look like that.
Yeah.
That shit don't. That concept don't never look like.
But
that
we know
shit.
what it looks like.
Right. Yeah. I
So
was
you're
right
saying you
there. I
couldn't
took a
drive it.
picture
You
and I
say you
looked at
couldn't
it. I
drive
was
it.
like, I don't know if I can drive a Kia for 50 something grand.
That's 50 grand.
What did I say?
But
it
then
was?
you,
Like
yeah,
50?
but then you drive, yeah, but it's 50.
52.
But you'll drive
The GT.
but you'll drive other cars for 50 grand.
An Audi
See, that's
for-
what's crazy.
An Audi
Like
for
so,
sure.
so an Audi. So what makes that so much better than Audi?
That's clean.
That's what I'm saying. If it's got all the
I-
technology, hang on for your answer.
Okay.
If it's got all the technology,
Right.
if it's got all the craftsmanship that the Audi has, why wouldn't what makes Audi okay to drive for 50,000? Even though Audis get up way higher than that.
Right.
What makes a difference? What makes a difference to drive that and not drive the Kia?
Right. Right. You don't expect the kid to be that price.
But if you got the technology that backs it up,
Right.
and you got the style and the horsepower and everything that you see right there, and you've tested it, and you know that it's
Right.
there, why wouldn't you drive it?
I'm not gonna say that motherfucker don't know clean as fuck because I seen.
So
it
tell me
myself.
this.
That's clean.
But for some apparent reason I refuse to buy.
So tell me this: how much do you think it should be priced at? I mean, what would be a price that you would say, okay, I'll give it a try?
I'd say 40s.
So you're saying 40.
Yeah.
So you're saying that just on name alone,
Mm-hmm.
that's worth $10,000. You're willing to pay $10,000 just for a name difference?
I like the look
No.
of the car.
No. Just
I like
answer
the
my
GT.
question. All I
like
want to
all
know.
that.
Hang
You
on.
can't compare Kia
Let me-
with an Audi.
Yes, you can.
I can't compare that shit.
Yes, you can, because the difference is you're not looking into what Kia actually is. You're not looking into the whole history behind Kia, who Kia actually is.
Who's
Kia is deeper than what Kia seems to be.
You know,
Kia and them are out of Honda and all the rest of them. They're all they've been around forever. They're just people who have branched out the
Who's
same way.
Kia?
Hang on, the same way. Like say, who was it that we were talking about? Branched out of a company and started doing because they be stealing different people
yeah.
that's doing different things. Like
Didn't
so,
the Genesis branch out now.
Genesis has probably got people from different companies too.
Right, but they branched off from Hyundai.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, Genesis is still Hyundai.
I thought they branched off.
No, Genesis is still Hyundai. They're just the luxury brand of Hyundai, and what they're doing is they're trying to separate Hyundai from Genesis the same way Lexus is separated from Toyota.
Right.
It's still, when it comes to buying stock, it's still Toyota.
Still Hyundai stock is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's still Hyundai sales, what you're going to get when you buy a Genesis.
You know, I haven't seen this done in a while, but I know that like I bought a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and then I noticed that Mitsubishi, that car was the Chrysler something. The whole internal working to the car was everything was in my Eclipse was in that Chrysler, and then
Chrysler Laser.
no, I'm just kind of funny. It's just like they make cars for other manufacturers.
Yeah.
And it's the same. So you sitting there talking about Kia might not be that way. They might be your Audi.
But
You
see,
never
and
know.
that's what I'm saying.
It
And that's
could
what I'm
be your
saying.
Audi.
They won't never probably be Audi because Audi is German.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But it
And they're
could-
Japanese. But what I'm saying is that if the technology and everything matches up, it's just crazy to me that, and don't get me wrong, we all do it. I do it too. But you're willing to say that just if everything else works out, you're willing to pay $10,000 just for a badge, just for the Kia badge. Because if you take that same car, the exact same car, and put Audi on it, matter of fact, not only is it worth 50, if they mark it up to 65, 70, you'd be like, woo, that motherfucker clean. You'd be all over
I
it.
would not. I would.
If
not
you had the
purchase.
money, if you had it,
If I had the money,
you might would buy it.
if I had the money, I probably still won't get.
Because I know you would
still
buy
won't
it at
get a
50.
Kia.
I know you would buy it at 50. If that said Audi on it instead of Kia, at 50, you would buy it.
Sure, that mother was clean.
But that's what's crazy.
I
Only
just-
thing,
I
the
just-
only
I
difference that I'm
can't.
saying, the only difference I'm saying in the two is I'm saying that it's the name brand. So if you're willing to buy that same exact car, but all they changed on it was the name and put Audi, that's
Right.
crazy to me.
But at the same time,
And I'm asking you, now we're
Audi-
saying you
the Audi-
know it.
The Audi symbol looks better than the Kia symbol.
It ain't $10,000 worth of looking good.
I don't. They put Kia all over that motherfucker.
Tony, you sound real suspect right now.
You-
boy.
you
No,
call
they
me
didn't. No, they
suspect.
didn't. No, they didn't. Because I just watched a review on that. I just watched a review on it because I've been really thinking about it.
I did not send you that.
I just
picture
no.
when sitting
I
right
just
next
hang on. I just did a review on it, and the only two places they have Kia on that thing is on the back,
to me.
and they were questioning that because I saw one at Kaiser that didn't have it on the back. He took the shit off, and on the steering wheel. Those are the only two because they were talking about how crazy it is that Kia is not. The funny thing about it too is they didn't put Stinger nowhere on it. The only place that says Stinger is on the back.
So it's Tony. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but they're crazy. Why? Hang on, Kev.
Yeah.
They're saying it's crazy that they didn't want to put more Stinger badging nowhere on this car. For some reason, they don't put that lot of badging on it. So the only two places that it's got Kia on it is on the back and on the steering wheel. I'm not for sure about the front grille. That's
Yeah, because
it.
we seen one at the car show.
Yeah, but there wasn't no Kia badging on it
Yeah, it was.
except for the steering wheel in
It
the
was
back.
right on the steering wheel, and you can't
But
get.
that's
rid
what
of
I'm saying. The
that.
steering
You
wheel,
can't get rid
bro.
of that shit. You can't get rid of that shit.
So hang on, Kev.
You're gonna make this
Let
a
me
big
let me
deal?
let me talk to you, Kev, real
Okay.
quick, because I just want to, and then I'll leave it alone. But you gotta understand
No, you won't.
what I'm trying to say right here. What I'm trying to say is, I'm saying that I'm taking Kev. I'm not changing nothing on the car, nothing at all. Everything about this car is exactly the same, except one thing. Everywhere it says Kia, I'm gonna make it say Audi now. Okay? But now the exact same car that said Kia before, now you're okay with paying $55,000 for.
I told you already. I ride the shit out this motherfucker.
But what I'm saying is,
and pay the $50,000.
But what I'm saying is, how does that sound to you though? Because that means that with the price difference in the car before name, you're saying that it's worth what me and Tony was talking about. it's worth $10,000 just for a name brand. So we can do that with shoes. We can do that with jeans. We can do that with anything. The exact same jeans that somebody puts out, you'll pay, umpteen dollars more because of just the name brand, even though it's the exact same thing.
I'm pretty sure we do, but
I know we do,
but-
but knowingly.
knowingly, I wouldn't. If this car was sitting at the Audi dealership and it was sitting at the Kia dealership,
And
this
you
one said
knew it was the
Audi,
exact
and this one
same
said
car?
Kia, I'm going to the Kia dealership. I'm grabbing my car and I'm rolling out the damn dealership. I'm happy as hell.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same.
I'm be happy.
Kevin, that's not the
car.
same. That's not the same.
If I know it, if I know that exact same
That's not
car,
the same, Kev. That's not the same because you're saying that both cars are priced the same, and you got a choice between
no.
changing you got a choice between choosing the badging. What I'm saying is that
If it's just Kia, I'm rolling that.
if
bitch.
it's Kia and if it's Kia and it costs $50,000 and you say to yourself, I'm not paying $50,000 for a Kia, and they take that exact same car into the back and put Audi badging on the same exact car and bring it back out, and they say, okay, I'll pay $50,000 for an Audi.
fuck no.
That doesn't make sense. That
It's
doesn't
not
make
me.
any sense at all.
I'm not doing that.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just don't like the Kia
I
symbol
wouldn't do
on
it.
there.
But you're willing to pay. But you're willing to pay $10,000.
That car is
No,
clean,
I'm
but
not
I
doing
just
that.
don't like the Kia symbol on there.
But I was gonna add. That's what my question was. My question with you, if Kia had a black label, right, and say it wasn't called Kia, it just was some no.
If it would have just said Stinger,
it just said Stinger. No.
I'll drive the shit out of it.
That's what I want.
I just don't want this. I don't want the Kia symbol.
That's
I'm the
crazy.
consumer. I'm the consumer. I decide what the fuck I want.
It just says Stinger.
I don't
That's
want
it.
that. It's got the Kia symbol on that bullshit, and you can't get rid of that bullshit. And I'm done. with it.
Only time it said Kia is on the toe tag. We're in the door.
When I seen that shit, I sent Eric a picture of that motherfucker sitting there. It was clean as fuck. I said, "Oh my god!" But then I seen the price of it. I said, "Oh hell no!"
Damn.
It was like 52 or something like that. I was like, "Nah,
and,
I'm good."
And what's the warranty on Kia, Eric? You said 10 years.
it's 10 years.
That's pretty
That's
good.
right. Remember
warranty.
Ben Swab about the Genesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Swab about the Genesis, and that bad boy was clean, but he said it was tearing up or something.
I just think that when it comes to shit like that it comes with, and this is with me, and I do it myself. I do the same thing Tony does. Maybe not at that level, but I mean I'm guilty of doing the same thing. I just wish that I could get past to the point where I would look past it. That name brand wouldn't matter to me. And when I say that kind of stuff, I see it. That's what makes me think about it. Is when I see people who I feel like, and I don't, mind you, this is all in my mind because I don't know anybody else's story. But sometimes I see people in certain areas that seem like they're doing well. And what I mean by doing well, like maybe they're making good money. They're not hurting. And then you see what they drive. And there's some people who make the smart decisions. And like, for instance, I always ask the question when I see somebody like in certain areas, where we work at, Tone, and I see them in their nice houses and stuff, and I see them driving something like, say, what is it called? A Volt, whatever they're called, the Chevy.
Yeah,
Volt.
Chevy Volt.
Electric car, electric
Yeah, so
hybrid,
Chevy
whatever.
Volt.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, why did they choose the Volt over the Tesla? The Tesla's got that rich person's kind of like, the people who doing well. It's got more, what's the word for it, Kev?
Status.
Yes,
Pizzazz,
exactly. You're right.
status. Yeah.
That status thing.
Yeah.
Where the Volt doesn't have that, right?
Yeah.
But they chose the Volt. And sometimes you wish that, the same way we were talking about the clothes and stuff, how I wish I didn't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wish that you just didn't care about that kind of stuff because the obvious, Volt's got pretty good. It's got pretty good through Consumer Reports. It's got high standings.
Isn't that one gas and?
No. It's all electric.
Oh, it is.
Volt is all electric, I believe.
I remember Joe had one. I thought it was
Yeah.
a Volt.
And he went to now he has a Tesla.
Yeah, he got Tesla.
But I believe he has a Tesla for a status symbol too, though.
Yeah.
And my thing is that My thing is that when you willing to pay X amount of dollars for either the same item, or sometimes people pay more for less. When you start talking about these Maseratis and stuff like that, especially the earlier Maseratis made by Chrysler and shit, you start thinking you're paying all this money for name, and you're riding around in a LeBaron. A Chrysler LeBaron. A lot of people don't know what the fuck that is, younger folks. But it's like
It's a nice car back in the
yeah,
day.
but they making fools of us.
Mm-hmm.
You making fools of us when you can take the same car and put a different badge on it, and then charge a motherfucker $20,000 more and we buy it up.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me. And you can say the same thing about fashion. What can you do to a fucking belt? A belt's a fucking belt. I don't care if it's made by Levi's, Dockers.
It's supposed to hold your pants up.
It's a belt. But you slap Gucci and green and red paint on it, and all of a sudden that belt's $600, $300.
It's supposed to be a simple thing that can turn into a very expensive and status quo kind of material.
But we should feel stupid.
We should.
You really should feel, and I'm not, like I say, I'm not trying to talk like I'm above this, because I'm sure there's plenty of things in my closet or in my house or whatever that you can look at and say, you didn't do what I'm preaching right now.
Yeah.
But we should really feel stupid when we purchase a belt and pay $300-$400 for a belt that we know, quite frankly, might be made in the same damn room, the same damn building as the $30 belt from Dockers. Or because I'm sure all that shit's made in the same goddamn
It
place.
could be in the same factory where they make Hanes t-shirt, and you getting the same shit from the same factory.
That's what I'm saying.
They just
It's
gonna
the same.
give it
They
to
just
you more expensive when
because
you come to the U.S.
We all remember. I don't know if y'all saw it, but we talked about this before too. We all remember when they had that thing on Nightline or whatever that was, 60 Minutes, where they did the sunglasses overseas, and they had all them sunglasses coming out of the same damn factory, same damn shop, coming down the same damn line, and they just put different stamping on it. This one was Versace, this one was whatever it was, Ray-Ban. This one was this one, and all they would do was putting different name brands on the different glasses, but they were all made by the same people, same thing, same. All they were doing was putting a different writing on each pair of glasses, and then these glasses all of a sudden cost $300, and these glasses over here cost $15.
Damn.
And it was just crazy how they were making those things, and we all fall for it. So I was just, even though that's real simplified compared to a car, because a car is obvious what you're paying for.
Yeah.
When you get down to the basics, when you talk about horsepower, engine, luxuries, technology, either it's got it or it don't, and then how it holds up. The biggest thing that comes away from Kia, and Hyundai has it too, is that their warranty.
Yeah.
They got the best warranty that
10
anybody
years.
asks for. So
That's nice.
So if I was interested in the Stinger, I probably would give it a try, just because I like the Stinger so much. It is a good looking car, sports car, whatever. It's got the 4 doors, got the hatch like the Audi A7, whatever. It's got that kind of look. And on top of that, thing that Audi doesn't have is it's got a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty that can't nobody fuck with. And they got high ratings on that warranty, so that would make me want to go towards that. But so if I was interested, I would do it. But I'm an old man who can't get out of a car.
Don't even get one. Fuck that. Don't say
I can't get out of nothing that low.
Don't say I don't want one. Fuck that
Is it
shit.
that low?
Yeah, it's low.
That's all good, Tony. I
I mean,
understand.
it ain't no lower. It's low, but it ain't no lower. I have a hard time getting out of, the car we got.
You need a bigger car or something like that, dude.
Nigga 6'5", shit. 6'5", motherfucker.
Yeah, truck.
Get a
Well, when I
Porsche.
open the door and put my leg down, it drops down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no car that I gotta put my hand down.
That's hella funny, man. I just can't picture like how basketball players that's taller than E get sports cars.
I know,
man.
They young.
6'8", 6'9".
When they're young, they do that.
motherfucker.
When they get older, you see most of them in trucks and shit.
Yeah,
It's a trip.
with some headroom in that motherfucker. Yep, I'll guarantee you they're gonna have a truck.
They get older and they get something. They get more something like it's more upright.
Ah, shit.
Shit. How do we get on that? What are we talking about when we got on that?
I don't know.
It don't matter. It's just the way we spend our money. You was right, 100% about that shit. Though.
What were we talking about when how we get on that? What were we talking about?
We having a senior moment.
What were we talking about? You brought up the topic. You was talking about
We
something.
were talking about Nas, John.
Oh
Nas.
damn! How the fuck we get from Nas to?
To Honda. Kia Stinger.
You know what? You say that again, but that Kia Sting is a nice looking
That's
car,
clean as
bro.
shit,
That's
man.
a clean
Hey,
ass car,
y'all
bro.
should
And it's got
Google
all
that
that
shit.
horsepower and
Y'all
shit.
should
That
Google
motherfucker
That
clean.
clean.
It's
He said y'all should get. You should go get it, nigga. You the car man.
I
He
said
ain't got no
Google,
room in the
Google,
garage.
nigga,
He ain't
Google.
got no room.
Oh,
Go Google that shit. I ain't gonna go get it. I ain't getting to get shit.
I ain't gotta go. Shit, next time we get an oil change, I'll just go right next door to the dealership.
this
Say, Kia.
motherfucker got 6 cars. Why don't you go get one?
I'm not getting no more cars.
Trade in one of them cars you got.
Nope.
Trade two.
Nope.
You just heard him say. He said, didn't he just say I ain't getting no more cars?
Nope.
Okay,
ain't.
we revisit this a year from now.
You might revisit another 6 months from now, shit. But I ain't
I
getting.
would say
one
that
today.
motherfucker buy cars all the time.
Talk your shit, Kev.
I'm just saying.
You
I'm,
got one lined up already.
That motherfucker buy cars more than anybody I know.
Nope. It's true. I do.
Your fucking
He say
driveway looks
no,
like
but he got 50 cars out there.
looks like a matchbox.
And ain't nobody here
Sure.
but him. He used to be able to say, "Oh, that's my kid's car. That's my so and so car. That's this car." Nuh-uh. Ain't nobody here with him right now. And one of them ain't even here. One of them in the shop. The Camaro ain't even here.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't here.
Yeah.
That's in the shop.
Yeah.
So he got cars that ain't even here.
It take a lot to say for a Tesla, dog.
Are you? Is that your next car, Tesla?
Yeah, give me an electric car.
You know what? So now
Take a lot.
Me and my wife was talking about the Tesla, right? So we were going to get we went and visited. We were in San Diego, and we visited one of my wife's cousin, and they had a Tesla, right? So he let me drive it, and everything was good. But it was the, what do you call it? The what model is that?
The S?
The S model?
The
Model S or whatever it's called?
Yeah, the sports car.
Oh, the little
No, not the little one. The little one hadn't came out yet.
Okay,
bigger
so the new one,
bigger
the model,
S, right?
the D or whatever.
The S,
D
whatever
and
it
S
is.
and all
Yeah,
that.
the one that the mid-size
Yeah,
one with the
yeah,
4-door
yeah.
and all that. So that's the one that I drove and stuff. It was nice, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was selling us on the 3, the small one that's coming out, right?
Shut up for $50,000.
So no, they're supposed to start at 30. This is
No,
before
yeah.
Kevin, listen, this is before they came out. So I'm telling you at the time what they were talking about.
Oh yeah, well, at the time they're saying $30,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they were saying, they supposed to start at like 35,000, right? And you guys already look into it. So me and Surrender, I think you're supposed to put like 1,000 down, something like that. Me and Surrender was thinking about it for a minute. We like, well, so what do they look like? And it's funny because they didn't really have real pictures of them and shit. This is what they thought they were gonna look like, right?
Mm-hmm. Good concept. Yeah.
So we was thinking about it, and because I had so much fun driving his, he laughed because he needs almonds.
Yeah, me too. Like,
So we was thinking about doing it, right? And this is before they came out, before there was none on the street. We ain't seen them really good. Just taking a stab at, let's get one. And we was really gonna do it.
Mhm.
At the last minute, I was like, I don't know, man. It was what it was people were having little issues with the updating and stuff like that with the other models. And I was like, I don't want a car that's like my phone.
Mhm.
That yeah, it's cool right now. 4 or 5 months from now, I get this update or whatever. I didn't get the update. Now my phone's tripping. It's not, and I'm thinking that's how my car gonna be, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, I don't know. So we didn't do it. I'm so glad we didn't do it. I told Tony this other day too. Cause we were really gonna do it.
Mhm.
The new one came out. That little, what is it? The
3.
It's called a 3, right? The
Yeah.
Tesla 3, whatever, Model 3.
It took a
So
while for them to
it
come
came out.
too.
It came out, man, and I am not impressed, bro. I see more and more of them every day out here. It's too small for us. It's not. It's nothing special about it, especially the inside. The inside ugly as fuck.
And it
No, it's
doesn't-
plain.
It doesn't look like
It's
The
plain.
Model
It
S.
doesn't look like the Model S. Yeah.
And like what? Not getting to what Kevin was saying. They still haven't made a $35,000 one yet.
Nope.
They're up there in price, and then the ones that you have seen that's kind of presentable and nice, they're up there in the $50,000-$60,000 range, and it's like I'm not paying that much for that car.
I heard that.
you gotta make it a whole lot better, man.
It's
So-
crazy how.
But
that-
it don't even look that good. They got to work on the look first.
It started at the base model was 35,000, but you can't buy a base model car. They don't.
But you
sell
can't. Yeah,
the
they
base
don't. They
model
don't sell
car.
the base model
So
yet.
you have to have some kind of ad to it. So already you was in the 40-something range with just the one ad.
Yeah,
So it's like, God damn, time you drive the motherfucker off, it's 50,000.
yeah.
So you might as well just shit.
First of all, if I
Get
got
that
to pay
one.
50, I'm moving up to the other
That's
model.
what I'm saying. I take a used motherfucker before I take that one. A used S.
They better figure it out because there's a lot of dealers. There's a lot of car companies coming out with those
Electric cars.
Electric cars.
Yeah, they coming fast.
They don't have to figure out. They coming
Audi.
anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
come around. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, Audi.
But
Shoot,
yeah.
they even talking about Ford. I think seen a
That Fusion, they gonna make it completely electric?
no.
'Cause they was trying.
No, they got one that's
Ford already has an electric car.
there's a F1 there's a F-150. They're gonna try that.
They're gonna do a
too.
truck.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shit.
then-
Tesla's been trying to do it.
and
They've
a
been talking about a
Mustang.
truck too.
Tesla is
They're
well,
gonna try
that
to
Model
do
X
like
is
that.
clean as shit. That's the model, the X, that SUV they got. That shit is clean as shit. With
Which
the
one?
butterfly doors?
Yeah, it's not butterfly doors. They call Falcon. What they call them? Falcon.
Falcon doors? What they call them?
Yeah, Falcon. But that's the one they had the most problems with.
That motherfucker clean.
They saying that they're having a problem with the doors. I know Jada's coach got one. He let all the girls get. He got white seats in it. He let all them girls get up in there just eating and everything else. It's crazy.
Yeah, shit.
He don't even care. But
That shit is crazy.
But what's crazy about that is that they're saying that all the lines don't match up. They're having problems with the doors don't close right. That they're all off. Look at if you want to Google something, Kevin, look up the recall. Look at the problems with that.
Damn.
They're having hella problems with that. Anyway, what's next?
Push on, my brother.
I
Push
don't
on.
care too much for them damn almonds, man. It tastes like horse food.
You chomping like one.
Yeah, once you get past the seasoning, though, it's kind of like, ugh.
Look at it.
They look too natural. This nigga tastes like the smell of horse shit.
That shit is hella funny.
Yeah.
That
Buy
shit
them.
tastes
I'm
like
telling you,
horse
buy
food.
them no more.
That's funny as shit.
You guys been watching anything?
Yep.
Shit. I watched a couple of different shows.
Good answer. What you,
But,
watch, what you on?
I watched today. I watched this show called The Fam.
What the fuck you
Of
watching?
What?
The Fam. The Fam is
Fam.
the Fam is about this black dude that's gonna get married to this white chick. And
Oh, that's right up your alley. We know how you like white chicks.
I have nothing against you, white
Shit.
women. You beautiful women too, but I don't have a. I've never
You never what?
had a
What?
full
You sound a real
relationship.
PC right now.
You
With
never
the-
what?
I've never been in a relationship with a white woman.
You ain't never been with a white girl.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's make sure we back this up.
must
I
have-
didn't say I have never messed with a white girl. I said I've never been in a relationship with a white girl.
But what does that mean? You saying
Mean,
that
like
you
dating,
never.
going out. that's
So
my
have you
girl,
ever
that's just-
been with a white
I
girl?
kicked it with a couple.
Oh, so you have been with a white girl,
Yeah, back in the
but
day.
you never been in a relationship with a white girl.
No.
So what you saying is they ain't good enough to be in a relationship
No, I'm
with,
not
but they
just-
good enough to kick
I
you
don't
with.
discriminate, dog. So you can get that shit.
No, wait.
Wait,
No,
wait.
it's not. No, it's not about what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to figure
No, I
out
didn't
what
say
you
what you
said.
was trying to do. I'm
You
trying to say
said
I've
that
never
you
been in a
just said
relationship
you
with
never
a
been in a
white girl.
relationship with him, but you've kicked it with him.
Yeah, you know.
What is kick with?
You go to, like,
kick with?
Applebee's.
What
Parties,
does that mean?
did this, that.
You go to
Might have got a little too
Applebee's.
drunk. Might have went a little too far. Did a few little things here and there.
But
What's
you ain't
up?
never had a relationship with him.
Yeah, we ain't never been. This is hey mama. This is my girl such and such. No,
You ain't never had a girl as a white chick.
Nope, not like that.
You've never had a girl that she thought she was your girl.
I don't think so. I mean, I have ones like I
Kev,
kicked it when they came over my house.
Stop. Just
Like
stop.
came over
Just
my
stop.
house.
Just stop.
Came to my
Just
house when I
stop.
was younger and we kicked it. You know,
Kev,
she came
Kev,
see me,
just stop,
but I
Kev.
ain't never had
Listen,
one
listen,
like
I'm
I
asking
introduced
you
to my
again.
homies. Like
We just gonna rewind.
that's my girl.
We're just gonna rewind real quick. We're gonna rewind real quick.
No,
So, have you ever had a relationship with a white girl?
no,
You still gonna stick with you never had a relationship with a white girl?
never. No,
All right.
I'm serious about that. I mean, like I said, I went places. One like hey, this is.
So
blah,
they
blah,
didn't
blah,
think,
but
and if
never
I was to find one of these white girls, they wouldn't say that. Yeah, we had a relationship.
no, they wouldn't say that.
All right.
They said we kicked it for X amount of weeks and blah blah blah. That's it. Like I would sneak over to the house late in life, whatever.
Hey, you ain't gotta add. You adding all this extra shit on it.
Nope, never had one. I just not. I don't have nothing against them. It's like I just never had one.
Mm.
So anyway,
No dinners. You ain't go to IHOP, French toast, something.
nah,
Chili's?
that's kind of crazy, nah, Tom.
Mimi's Cafe for lunch.
You ain't never ever had a relationship with a white girl.
Mimi's Cafe. You might have.
No, I mean like I'm trying to think. Did I go get some food with them, like whatever? But I ain't never like, hey, let's go cook it and dinner and go do this and all that.
Tony, have you
Nah.
ever had a
Went to
relationship?
the movies?
Now
with
listen to what I'm saying, because we're gonna go by what
them? No, I haven't. Go ahead.
by what Kev is saying. Have you ever had a relationship with a white girl?
Yeah.
So y'all were together. Hang on.
Boyfriend.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I know one. My bad.
One.
I know one.
One.
She was cool as fuck.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I can't say that.
Yeah. What you mean?
I can't say she's cool as fuck. Cause you moved on since then. You got a new girl, and she might not be cool as fuck. She probably think she wasn't that cool. I forgot.
Oh no, she
I
can't be
replaced
that
her.
cool if I'm already over her.
Yeah, I
mean,
replaced.
yeah.
So yeah, the way you
I'm
talking
with
though,
a better one now.
the way you talking like you've had one,
Have I ever been in a relationship with a white girl?
like a relationship. Mama, this is
Oh, I brought home to my mama.
yeah.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different level of relationship.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not
All right,
what I was talking about.
All right, okay. not
I've never
your
had
mama.
I've never brought a white girl
Have
home.
you ever just like you and her went consistently to the movies, dinners, all that type of stuff? Consistently.
It doesn't. I don't count. It doesn't count for me. First of all, I've never brought a white girl home to my mom, and it's not that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just that I just never was in a relationship with a white girl during the time when I was by my mom. What I mean by that is that I don't count in this question because I was in Germany for 3 years.
Yeah.
Are you for sure?
nothing
gonna
but
have
white
one
girls,
over there?
So there's all white people over there.
Yeah. I ain't never been to Germany.
Tis good.
So I mean,
I've been to San Jose.
I
which is
probably
Little
had-
Mexico.
I probably had
Yeah.
I
Little
probably had
Mexico, Little Saigon. That's my
I probably
Saigon.
San Jose.
you got a little Saigon in Germany. Yeah.
no.
There's
I was gonna
Asians
say-
and
Go
there's-
ahead,
there's
Eric.
Mexicans.
Now go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ken.
Go ahead, go tell it.
No, y'all go. I was gonna say that fuck, I don't know what I was gonna say now. I was gonna say that even when I was in Germany, that the relationships that I had in Germany, I hate to say this because supposedly I was involved with somebody else here. So what I'm saying is, it ain't supposedly I was involved with somebody. I'm sorry, I was involved with somebody here.
Okay.
So when I was in Germany, I played it like, yeah, we were in a relationship, but knowing the whole time, and I know Tony can relate to what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back home to be with my woman at home. So they don't know. But they to them, they think that, yeah, we in a relationship. Nah, we're not. We're really just here in Germany.
You here in Germany, and I'm
Yeah.
here in Germany.
So, but as soon as my
my
my terms up, I'm out. You know,
So,
and
so
you ain't,
you take that phone like this.
and you ain't coming with me. So, you know, that's what I had in Germany. So those, if you want to call those relationships,
I know I'm not calling
then I
them
had the
relationships.
relationships.
I'm not
But
calling them relationships.
but as far as stateside, have I ever had a white woman
Mhm.
as my was I ever in a relationship with a white woman? I'm trying to think. I'm gotta say no.
No, yeah,
That was simple.
I gotta say no.
Say no.
no. It ain't even nothing though.
I mean,
it's not
I've
like you.
talked.
It's
I've
not like
talked
you wouldn't.
to.
Yeah, you
I've
wouldn't.
talked to white girls and stuff.
It's not like you wouldn't. You just ain't ran across the one that when you were single that. Well, I don't mean,
No, you
got
wouldn't.
your eye.
You wouldn't. I'm married.
No, I'm just saying when you were single.
don't
When you were
start it.
single-
I'm married.
Currently,
When you were single, I didn't say anything about
Well,
now. I
I
said
didn't
when you
say-
were single, you never ran across one that you caught your eye and you caught her eye and you stayed together with her. That's simple as that.
Nah, I was with some white girls when I was, but I never did this in a relationship. We didn't go no further.
There it is. And that's basically the end of
I guess
it.
I didn't come across the right one because I sure don't look at that time, especially. I never looked at color.
No, I did. I think
I
it was
could care.
something in
I
that
really
age
didn't.
bracket.
It was more like a.
Yeah.
It was more like a how you the talk and the flow, how you talk with somebody.
Yeah,
If you talked
yeah.
a certain way, I figured everybody. And that's how I feel. Like say with Tony, for instance, we talked about last week how for 2019 Tony's black now, and it's
Right
just
on.
funny. I've always
What up,
considered-
Rallo?
I've always considered Tony black because of the way we flow with our conversation and shit. And I, I know a lot of people get upset when you say this, but it goes with a lot of people. I don't know if we say black. We just say that we good together.
We good. We fam.
And that's the way I feel about Mexicans and everybody else who can flow with me on the same way I talk, they talk, we good. Indians, black, Mexicans,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck Tony is,
black.
Asians, we flow a certain way and we good. White people same way. I have nothing against. I've never had nothing against white people.
I think it's kind of cool, and I mean, I kind of felt bad for my parents because I told them, I said, everybody in my little circle, moms, pops, we all cool. We don't really talk about color. Whether it be Filipino, Asian, white, Mexican, whatever it was, we just kind of was cool with each other, and that was just it. For her and for him, they had a distinct look about we treat white people like this, or we treat these other people like this because of probably out of fear, probably out of what their parents had told them. I came into a generation where we didn't have that shit.
They also experience a different kind
Yeah,
of white person.
they experienced a different type of. They're from being from the South, definitely experienced a different kind of white people.
It's
Being
a
from
big
Cali.
difference. Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
difference when you white and you're a majority. You growing up in an area that's majority white,
Yeah,
and also they treat others a certain way.
yeah,
Then when you get to a place like California, or I mean, I don't want to speak on New York, but we hear that New York's a melting pot like that too, where it's just not the same. California, yeah, of course we have racists. We have people who, we have white people who hate black people. We got black people who hate white people. But what I'm saying is that it's just so many different types of people that from my experience, you everybody has the opportunity to relate, to present themselves a certain way.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm sure there's other people who might look at me and be like, nah, we can't be cool because you're black. But for the most part of it, my experience has been, either they like me because of who I am.
that wasn't me.
I know it's Tony's ass. Or they don't like me
Yeah.
because of who I am. But it's always based on who I am. It's
Yeah,
not based
and
on.
I-
It's not based on my color, and it shows.
I can deal with that.
And it shows in my group of friends
Yeah.
because in my group of friends is everybody's
Well, diverse.
different types.
Yeah, we and that's
yeah.
and I think that's probably why we all kind of get along. It's like your friends are,
Yeah, because right
Very
here in this
diverse.
room alone, we got super dark chocolate black.
super dark lover C.
No, that nigga over
And we
there,
got-
super dark black.
Lover
We
C.
got
Then they
super-
got that super
tall
light
black beetle.
beige, that super. I don't know what that nigga
super
is.
tall chocolate.
Shut
black,
up, nigga.
Black beetle.
Those sandalwood colored nigga over there. Nigga khaki colored.
That
We got
nigga-
him,
Tony,
and then we got the perfect
hey,
toned.
Tony,
Can I talk?
We got
Nigga,
this-
shut up!
six
God
five,
damn!
6'5" chocolate bar.
We got that super dark nigga over there. We got this old light skin, barely got any color to him over here. And then we got the perfect tone.
Oh, Manila.
Oh, thanks, man.
You
You said tone. Hey, thanks, man.
a perfect toned
Like a walnut.
That nigga man, Manila.
color. This color I am. I don't even know what this is called. It's called perfect,
Called.
perfectly.
We just
chocolate
lost the 5
mellow.
listeners. We just
Because they love my tone.
Fibromyalgia.
They love my tone.
No,
This
thanks,
nigga right here.
I tell you, man, they love me.
Damn, nah, nigga.
Anyway, so back to where we
I
anyway.
don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Anyway,
what the fuck? I just asked what y'all watch. We went into a race. What the fuck?
because that nigga brought up some movie. What did he say he watched?
Fam.
Fam. And I told you that Fam
And
was-
then he brought up some show that nobody else is. Nobody
you should
watched
watch
that
this shit.
Oh,
You watching The Neighborhood, right?
Nope.
You ain't watching The Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't.
Fam is
I tried
as
to
good
watch
as
2 episodes of that. And I
Last
don't
thing
know.
They both good.
Last thing I watched with Cedric Entertainer was what was that damn show?
Kings of Comedy.
Nah, what was that one I watched?
When he his variety show.
OG.
Oh,
Last
oh
of
yeah,
the-
yeah. Is that coming back?
Man, that shit's funny as fuck.
Is it coming back?
I don't know, but that shit was funny.
It was
Anyway,
funny.
go ahead, Tom.
With Tiffany Haddish and your boy, what's the boy's name?
I said Cedric Entertainer.
No, the other dude.
Oh.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah, Tracy Morgan. Anyway, so yeah, Tone, I'm watching the Fam, and the Fam is, it's funny. It surprised me. It was funny to me, so I thought it was funny.
You need
Hey,
to get
do
on
you think
you need
that
to get
it's,
on Punisher?
And True Detective, we talked about that last week. Yeah,
Oh, you watching the current one or
the new one.
The
I'm
one
watching the new one
he's-
because Eric's back on the other ones. I'm watching the new one.
Oh, all right.
You, Tone, what you watching?
Oh, I just binged the whole Punisher's season.
All 3 seasons?
So he been talking to
No.
me about this Punisher, and
Second season.
I purposely haven't watched it because I'm still looking at the Punisher as Shane
Who?
from The Walking Dead.
So you watched season 1 and 2 just now.
No, I watched season 1 that came out, and then I just watched season 2 when it just came out.
Damn, this is only the second season.
Kev, could you please just chill for me?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm seeing
asking a
this.
question.
Listen though, what I just said. I'm seeing him as Shane still.
Right.
Who is Shane?
That's what we was trying to get into before you went right back into what the fuck you was talking about.
You ever watched the beginning of Walking Dead? Season 1?
No, I don't watch Walking Dead.
Episode
Okay, so Shane
2,
is
3, 4,
is-
5.
Shane is the main character, one of the main characters in Walking Dead, and he made me mad in Walking Dead. See, so it's
Cause you
hard.
watch that bullshit. That's why. I see what's going on. Go ahead.
But yeah, he's good in this one. Shit.
And that's what it's hard for me to see.
You get over it.
Do you?
Yeah, because now he's the new
So is he
Punisher.
likable though? Are you supposed to like him?
Yeah, he's the Punisher.
So you're gonna like him?
You'll get over it after the first couple of episodes on the first season. You'll get over it because then you'll kind of like he'll start playing that whole role where you forget about he's Shane. He'll get on that whole role of being the Punisher, and that's all you can think of after that. He's I think he does actually pretty good for being on a TV, like as far as Punisher.
Because that's a trip how they brought him straight. Because he actually like, as soon as he died off, they started that Punisher shit quick. Oh, you know
I mean,
what?
he's
You
been
know
in
what? You know what? Never mind, because I forget. I came hella late on that.
Yeah, it's a couple of years. He's been on a bunch of other stuff.
I'm
before that.
gonna try to get into the Punisher.
But yeah, that's good.
But it's hard for me to see him in anything.
It is because when you see him, you're like, oh, Shane, that's it. He's stuck.
Because I've been looking at it on Netflix forever. I go right past it. I'll never stop on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I ain't trying to watch Shane.
Because when he came on there, I think he might have been on a Daredevil one. I said, oh, shit, Shane? Sure enough, he's like, nope.
Is that Marvel?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
That's why. Because you'll see him on Daredevil episode, and you'll be like, oh,
Is it okay?
shit.
So is it better than Luke Cage?
Everything's better than Luke Cage.
That's a damn
Luke Cage
shame.
is horrible, bro.
They got rid of that motherfucker.
Luke
They
Cage is
they
bad,
for
bro.
sure got them the fuck out of here with that bullshit. But
Luke Cage was bad, bro.
I like Luke Cage, but it just
The first
acting
the
was bad.
first season, I give the first season a 6, a 7 maybe, out of 1 out of 10,
Yeah.
and that's with some hope that it's gonna get better.
yeah, that's
And that motherfucker got worse.
that second season hurt.
It just got worse. That's the corniest motherfucker I ever saw on TV.
His acting just bad.
Is it? But it's acting bad on purpose because he plays in other shit that he ain't that bad in.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
it's like it's done on purpose to be corny like that. Like when he running and he doing that shit, it's made to look corny like that on purpose.
Yeah, they should have made him look a whole lot cooler.
They should have got rid of him.
At least like from the comic books. I mean, if you ain't gonna follow the comic books, you gotta make him at least somewhat. I mean, he ain't walking around with a big old afro, but still, I mean, come on, make it a little better.
I downloaded some of the Luke Cage comics online
Mhm.
where you can read them online.
Mhm.
And the artwork and shit, it looks hella good compared. I mean, the way they do, it just looks. This stuff
I'm
looks
telling
stupid.
you, that's
man.
I think it was because it was all the people that was like we'd read Luke Cage and freaking Iron Fist and be like, who's this dude on the TV show? This is some bullshit. They ain't like Iron Fist either, so they got that motherfucker out of here too. So there ain't gonna be too many Marvel shows on there. So
All
we'll
right.
see.
Let's talk about something that somebody want to talk about. We talking about some bullshit tonight.
We talking about bullshit.
Since we
anyway.
on comic books anyway, go ahead and do the SAG thing.
Oh, Black Panther wins.
So Black Panther won. I forget what the exact award. I guess we should have known that. They won an award, something like Best Cast or some shit like that. Here's my thing with Black Panther,
Uh-oh.
and mind you, I was part of the group that when Black Panther came out the movie theaters, I was, I might have not have been there the first night or two, but I got there. And I was part of the whole hoopla, like, Black Panther is the greatest movie ever. After watching the movie, and now time had passed, and now it's on Netflix, I'm able to watch a little bit here and there, and, see it a couple more times.
Here we go.
See, because I hate to say it because people be like, because you feel like you feel like you're being like anti-black if you say anything negative about Black Panther. And I'm just going to be real with you. The first problem I got with Black Panther is
Black Panther.
exactly. I don't like the superhero Black Panther. He just not good I don't like him. As a superhero, he don't make me want to, I'm thinking like kids, like I used to think as a kid. I don't want to be Black Panther. If we were picking people, I'm going to choose Iron Man 100 times before I pick Black Panther. I'm going to choose other, superheroes before I pick Black Panther. And that's not the way it should be. You should think that, especially as a black kid, you want to be Black Panther first. Black Panther don't make you want to do that, dog.
Yeah, but I'm sure all those toys flew out the shells, though.
Yeah, they flew off the shelf because of the way they market them and stuff. But what I'm saying is, as the movie goes, watching the movie, I have to ask each one of y'all. Do y'all think the movie was that great? We'll go Kev first. Kev?
I thought it was all right. I didn't really think it was.
Wait. Did you, during the time when it was, the hoopla was going, everybody was like Black Panther, Black Panther, what did you think about it?
I thought it was all right.
I thought me and you had a more spiritual conversation at that time where we were like, oh, Black Panther, nigga, Black Panther, like we was on it.
I thought the action was good. I thought that for a Marvel movie, that it was good. I didn't think it was the best action figure I ever seen from a superhero. I mean,
Action figure.
action,
I think it's
action movie,
Okay.
action superhero movie.
Yeah.
I ever seen. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was good. I thought they did a really good job,
Tony?
and I still think it's all right. But I don't know. Like you said, if I think about it, shit, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This might get me killed for the black community. I didn't even know nothing about no
Nigga
damn
said
Black
killed.
Panther. till the
nigga said
movie
killed.
came out. I didn't know nothing about no damn Black Panther till the movie came out. I'm be honest with you. I thought
Tom-
Black Panther was G.P. Newton them.
Tell them what you think.
Go ahead.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're out of all of us, you're the comic book.
comic dude.
Yeah,
yeah, but
comic book
I mean, I think he could have been a little bit better, but
Yeah.
But that was the criticism he got anyway, because they were like, they weren't feeling the character, but he was still. I mean, he's stuck on a roll now, so there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But I liked it because it's gonna link up with all the other Marvel movies.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely like that.
Okay, I like the only part that and now that I'm able to look back at it and look, what caught my interest is that what's the name of the country they're from?
Wakanda.
So Wakanda.
Africa.
It's just, yeah, that is what got me. It's just that how. Kev, you don't quit breathing into the mic. Kev, you breathing into the mic like. I think on there.
Okay,
Fucking focused.
I didn't know. I was
I don't know what he's looking at over there, but he's concentrating.
Black Panther.
Oh.
Looking at the details.
So my,
Big booty holes. Hyperventilating and shit.
I don't know what the fuck he's looking at over there.
They'll be looking at my
Hey,
face.
so my thing with the movie is I think I was more amazed, I'm more interested in how the Wakanda story and how they went back, and how they once they were back in Wakanda, how they like celebrated it. You know what I'm saying? The whole like the day of the fight when he was getting ready to become king or whatever,
Mhm.
how all the different tribes, even before they had all the tribes up on the mountain and stuff, remember how the ship had to come in, everybody was on the water or whatever that
Right,
was,
right.
and all that shit, it was just for show. It was like, this is nice. And if you're a follower of me, that's what gets me with a lot of
ceremonial shit.
yeah, that's what I like about the Avengers. That it's bright. That it's, it's something that I don't know, for lack of a better word, is so Disney or whatever. So that's what gets me. So that's what got me about Black Panther. Once I got past all that, though, now I'm looking at it now. I don't like him as a superhero. I just don't like the motherfucker. He don't do shit for me. It's like I don't even I still don't get what his superpowers is. This damn suit.
That's the suit.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
He had that potion.
That's some more stupid shit. It's just I don't like it.
The suit don't make him jump high.
No,
like
no.
But
that.
the suit is
whatever
the
that
suit,
flower is, they harvest.
but the
them
suit
whenever.
also, the suit's able to like whatever power you go against them is able to throw
It's
it back at you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
vibranium. It takes
Yeah,
uses the force.
that means you ain't a
Vibranium.
superhero.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You ain't no superhero.
Did you like him better as James Brown?
You know what? I did like him as
Yeah,
James
he was
Brown.
damn
He was
good.
He
He
did
was
a good
as
job as
Brown.
James Brown. Shit.
I didn't
like, oh,
question
shit.
James Brown when I got done.
Yeah.
I got to question Black Panther.
I didn't question it. I thought he did. I thought it was a decent movie. I thought it was pretty
I
good.
thought it was all right. And then when they throw him back in with the Avengers,
Yeah.
I'm just not, and I feel bad. I feel bad when I'm watching them all run,
Mhm.
and all my attention's based on another person. I'm watching
Well,
Iron Man. I'm not
that's a little
watching the
bit of
brother.
brainwash.
Why ain't I watching the brother?
That's a little bit brainwashed. I mean,
There was a lot of people to
We
keep track
grew
of.
up. We grew up watching different superheroes. Like I said, I mean, for me, I told you, blunt, honest. I don't remember Black Panther as a super.
Do you like Black Panther better than Spider-Man?
No, I don't. That's
I don't
what's
either.
crazy. I like Spider-Man. I mean, but I grew up watching Spider-Man. So,
But do you like Black Panther movie better than Spider-Man movie?
that's hard to say,
the
man. 'cause
last
That
one.
last Spider-Man was pretty good.
I like Spider-Man. I like the whole Spider-Man get down. I like Iron Man. I ain't gonna lie.
Think about it. Everybody on that motherfucker's movies. If you start thinking about it, like who else is there who has a movie?
That's
So you got
it.
Spider-Man, you got
Well,
Iron Man.
You can kick out Wonder Woman and Aquaman. I ain't fucking.
That's not, but that's on the whole. That's DC.
Yeah, that's DC.
We talking about Marvel.
I just liked it because they had the last.
What other
movie
Marvel-
was Wakanda?
But what other Marvel?
Yeah, I like all
What
that.
other Marvel superheroes has movies? When you talking about, cause you talk about Thor. When you say Thor, I
man.
gotta say I like Thor. I like Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
better than
Thor's
it's better
good.
than Black Panther.
the
Oh,
Hulk.
it's good.
that was pretty good, but
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
You know what? I gotta say the whatchamacallits, the fucking Guardians of whatever.
Galaxy.
Ah,
That shit is
that
good.
shit's good, but it's not.
That shit
The
is
first
good.
one was funny
the
as
first
fuck.
one's good, but the second one,
Yeah, the second one kind of had me
I
kind of
think
like
because
whatever.
you know what? It's all leading up to the Infinity Wars. That's what it was. It was all leading up to it. And
Do you like Infinity Wars better than you like Black Panther?
Hell yeah. That had everybody.
So
on
how
that
does
good,
bitch.
so
though.
tell me something? How the fuck does Black Panther get all these damn awards? It's gonna get all these awards. You know why they're
Well, I
getting
think
them?
the
You know why they're
cinematography,
getting them?
all that
Because they
action.
black.
No.
It's that time right now, bruh. Black
do-
people are getting all this
They
stuff.
did a lot of good shit. I mean, there was a lot of good special effects and a lot of good.
That
shit
was
going
different from whatever movie. What movie?
on. I mean, if you look at, there's a lot of good shit happening. In that
Okay,
movie.
but what special effects happened in that movie that we can't say was so much better than
I don't know.
Thor or whatever else?
I don't know.
It was more
Thor didn't get no fucking nominations for
cultural
that shit, and it's a better movie.
Yeah, Thor's good.
All these action movies ain't. I mean,
None of them
they
get
don't
him.
never get. They don't never. You
But
ain't gonna never get an
Black
Oscar.
Panther got it. Why is that, bruh?
I don't know because
The
you
SAG?
said he black. What
Think
the
about
hell
it.
shit?
You just said that.
the same fucking reason OJ got off.
You just said you.
My man, delirious.
You just said that the Avengers movie. What's the last one?
Infinity Wars.
Infinity Wars was a better movie,
I thought it was. I like
and
Infinity Wars.
we all agree
That's a
it
good.
was better
shit.
than Black Panther,
Yeah,
and it didn't get no awards.
Nah.
made
So
millions of dollars.
so
Maybe.
how
left us hanging like a
so
motherfucker.
so
We all
how
like,
does that not get anything in Black Panther? Get it? When we talking about the same type of movie, we talking about some of the same characters.
Right.
It's because of the situation that the world is in right now.
Maybe.
It's not maybe. How does Black
I say
Panther
maybe.
get?
God damn it, maybe.
I might have gotten the whole cultural.
It's gotta
I
ha-
thought there was a little bit of
appreciation,
awakening that they
cultural-
were trying to say, here and there. I mean, it wasn't all that deep, but yeah, shit.
I mean, you got to
Had a
admit
little
though, it
message.
was a black superhero. Practically everybody was black on there except
Coming
for that
out of
one
Oakland.
agent.
But that's what I'm saying. Everything, but everything you're
cultural.
saying is based on being black. So what I'm saying is, reason why they got the notification, the acknowledgement, is based on black.
Maybe.
Because if you were to take the same movie and make them all white, get the Avengers, you don't get no awards.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Yeah, we do know it. We've seen it. We just seen it with the Avengers. Fucking what's the name of the movie?
Infinity Wars.
Yeah, we just seen it. We've seen it before. We've seen the movie before.
What the hard part of it for me is that, and I think the best part about the Black Panther is I didn't really know the story of Black Panther, so it was all new to me. You know what I mean? I didn't read the comic books. I don't know the whole get down. I didn't know all the stuff.
So you
with
tell
Avengers, with Infinity Wars, you've kind of followed along with this. This has been stuff that's been going ever since I was a kid. You kind of know.
So
if you
you're
don't
telling
know.
me. So you're telling me that.
So
You're telling me that you not knowing the story,
Kind of
that the story is good enough to get awards. That story that they told was good enough to get awards. The story of the little kid growing up in Oakland or whatever, not knowing where he was really from, that was good enough to get the award.
I thought it was a good story.
Like,
I didn't
fuck
think it was a
outta
great
here.
movie.
You know
I
what it
thought it was
is
a good
is
That's
the people
crazy.
that's all in they look at it in a more deeper conversation. Like me, I just want to be entertained when I go to see a movie. If there's a meaning in it, and then I decide there's a meaning in it, all right, I understand it, but I'm just there to be entertained. So there must have been a meaning in there that people appreciate it, and not to mention the whole cultural appreciation for it. You know,
Fuck, they got my $10, so something better happen.
yeah, you hang up your dashiki.
I heard that.
I don't know, man. I think that the movie was a good movie, but I don't think it. I mean, I don't know what all it's going up against, but I mean, I've seen plenty of movies that I probably would have put above Black Panther as far as getting awards.
But remember, SAG is a Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
That's
I know, but
Their
it's
peers.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's still, I think, getting the reaction from all the people based on the based on what's going on in the world right now.
Have you seen it more than once? I haven't seen it more than once.
Yeah.
Have you seen it more than once, Tom?
yeah. I can only watch
And
it once.
and that's what I'm. That's
Yeah, I
the
haven't-
thing.
I
That's
haven't
that's
watched it.
another thing. That's another thing. Like I've watched it more than once, right? But
I need
I've
to
watched
watch it again.
I've watched it more than once, like in pieces. So what I mean is I watched the whole thing.
Right.
Then I turn it on again and I watch little pieces of it. And nothing makes me stay with it.
Right.
But
Even though you know
yeah.
the whole what's
Yeah.
coming up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I can't stay with it. I'll watch parts, but
Yeah.
then we talk about other Marvel movies.
Watch that motherfucker all the way
Man,
through.
you can watch that movie every time. Like Thor, for some reason, Thor,
Ragnarok. Yeah.
Ragnarok, you can watch no matter what.
I must have watched that one like 3 times.
The only one I don't like is that Iron Man when he flew to the little boy put him in the shed or whatever,
Yeah.
and,
Oh, because he has
and he stayed. That was
Anxiety
that was
attack.
Yeah.
that was the worst Iron Man ever.
that's what Iron
Is that Iron Man?
Yes,
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's that? 2?
I don't know. That's horrible,
3.
Iron Man.
What? I know
When
what
they
you're talking
blew-
about.
Even like Captain America, good. Captain America didn't get no fucking. He didn't get no awards or nothing.
Yeah.
And Captain America was good. The one where he had the Civil War or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's a good-ass
That was a
movie.
good one.
Yeah. I
That's
have
when
to-
they started getting
I
all
think I have
the
to
people
watch-
came in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to watch.
So
Black
how
Panther
does
again.
that not get?
That's the one that Black Panther.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
something
To
like
me,
that.
to me, take out the, like I say, you take out the Wakanda story because I'm amazed at watching Wakanda. If you take out that amazement of watching Wakanda, that Civil War movie better. You know what? Can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
God damn, this is gonna be another show where we ain't get
Yeah, I was
nothing
like-
that
I was
people want to talk about.
Kill that motherfucker, please.
That's a damn shame.
You got anything fun to talk about on that list?
I was gonna say, you guys up for Bad Boys 3?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am.
I am.
Are you?
Yeah, I think Martin Lawrence and Will Smith are funny as shit together.
See, and what are you gonna say? Your hang up is because they're getting a little old.
I don't care about that.
But the old part, okay, I will say, even though I watched it, I was gonna say that if Denzel Washington can still do Equalizer,
Yeah.
but I will say there was some parts
ain't a
where he
cop.
looked old. But there was some parts he looked old as fuck too, though. Where you like, come on, bro, you getting a little too old for that.
Yeah.
But if he can still pull that off,
Yeah.
then they if they do it right, I can see the way they could do Bad Boys again.
Yeah, I mean, Martin Lawrence, I think he lost that pudginess he had after a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because he got a little pudgy, so I'm sure he kind of worked out. Because you
I'm pretty
can't
sure he
be on
got
Bad
together.
Boys and be a cop running around looking pudgy. But,
There's
you
a
know,
lot of
could.
fat cops, though.
Shit. I mean, what's
that's real
Damon
life, not
Wayans?
movie.
Damon
No,
Wayans
but
do it?
no, in real life, there's a lot of
Yeah.
like fat detectives and shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Real life, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the movies. I'm looking for him to run down the street like he did
Man, they probably
in
gonna
Bad
be doing
Boys
too much
1.
of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It'll be a whole thing. I mean, they didn't really put too much out, but I know they're filming, so
Yeah.
of course Will Smith is. He
I
still
think- I
look the
think he can
same,
pull
but
it
he's gonna
off.
probably have little gray hairs. Mike Lowry.
I think he can pull it off. I like I don't know if you guys watch the Damon Wayans and whatever show. I forgot what it's called right now, but you know, back in the day, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover did it. They got a TV show like that. And
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, and Damon Wayans is pudgy in there, right? He put that shit down. That's he's hella funny and he does a good
You
job.
watch that show?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
but
that
he's
You probably the only motherfucker that watched that show.
Yeah, I watched
Man,
that
I
show.
watched
That
that
shit garbage as fuck.
You watched it too?
I watched one episode just to see how it was.
I've never seen
And
that
he
show.
plays the corny,
Is it
straight
good?
arrow.
Who
he's
plays this corny straight arrow?
He's a cop.
Him.
Damon
Wayans?
Wayans. Yeah, he's funny.
He plays the straight in that.
He plays
Yeah,
sort of like Danny Glover.
Like
but-
just like Danny Glover, just like Lethal
yeah,
Weapon.
He was a good one. and
Oh,
Mel Gibson
okay,
was
but that's
crazy.
not okay. That's not
He
corny.
ain't,
He
he
wasn't
ain't,
corny.
he ain't, you know, I don't want to do crazy shit. And he
Yeah.
has the white guy that does all the
Yeah,
crazy shit.
the dude
Okay, I
played
see
Mel
what you're
Gibson
saying.
role.
Yeah,
Crazy
it's
one.
basically Lethal Weapon,
Yeah.
but
all
it-
over again. Yeah.
yeah, but it's just
You said
modern
corny
day.
straight. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Not like that. He just, he got to put his comedy in it. He does.
He's
his
like
comedy.
Danny Glover. He
Yeah,
was.
but he's the straight cop. He does cop shit, real shit. And Mel Gibson role
Is
played by
off his
other
rocker.
dudes. Yeah, off his rocker, jumping out of buildings and shit. And, jumping full of bullets and shit.
So is it good?
I think it's all right. I mean, it's pretty good.
Anyway, go back to what you're saying.
Anyway, you were saying that Lethal Weapon, what I want to see it. I mean, not Lethal Weapon. Bad Boys 3. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
was-
wish they would have did it 10 years ago, but still shit. You know what I mean? It's sort of like Fridays. Shit, how much more long we got to wait for that motherfucker?
I'm not even down.
Ooh,
You know what?
I don't know
I don't
about
believe that's going to be
Fridays.
good.
Yeah, with all them people in it?
It's not going to be good anymore.
Yeah.
There's certain things that runs that I believe runs its
course.
course and it's over. And you're done with. Like
Yeah.
for instance, Dr. Dre's Detox.
I don't even hear about
it's-
that shit no more.
It's
Ever hear that
moved.
shit.
Yeah, things have changed so much now that Dr. Dre is as great as he was, or is, or however you want to say it. His time has changed. That his music, he might surprise us and come out with something new, but it ain't the Detox. I
Yeah.
guarantee it, Detox is
He
done.
changed that shit 10 times already. He even said it on this little thing that he was doing.
No, that thing he
couldn't
says
get it
he
out.
ain't never putting out Detox.
That's what he said. Never gonna put it out because he never liked a song that was. Every time a song come out, he didn't like it.
Well, I think Detox, in my mind, I'm thinking Detox sound like Eminem. What's my man's name? Exhibit's album when he
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like that. And those are great albums back then when they came out with them. But those times have changed.
Yeah.
And so even Dr. Dre, the people he works with now, what's the name of the one dude that you introduced us to, Tone?
Something Pac.
Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Anderson.
So yeah,
Mark
so
Anderson,
even
yeah.
like even the people he worked with, it sounds that's all of it's different.
Yeah.
So Detox, I don't think was ever going to be what the stuff that he's doing now is,
Yeah.
and we've moved on past that Detox time. So
Yeah,
keep
if it would have came out in 2006, we'd been like, yeah.
keep Detox. Detox is
Nah,
We don't need to
I
hear
don't,
it.
I don't ever want to hear him. I don't want anybody to mention Detox again.
and that's kind of how I feel about like Fridays. Fridays is ran its course. Think about it. You're gonna bring old ass Day Day. He old as fuck. You're gonna bring Chris Tucker. He old as hell.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring all these people old as hell. It's not the same. If you would have did it back when the time called for it,
Yeah, that'd
yeah,
be cool.
that would have been cool. But now it's gonna be something like we're gonna be looking at Day Day's son.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking at Day Day and his, these kids, these people, and now they kids or something. They're gonna try to make it seem like Craig got kids now. He married to what's the old girl's name? Whatever the fuck her name
I
was.
don't
It was always a different girl.
Yeah, it's totally
No, it
different
was,
girl.
huh?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the first one, but
I think who's the last girl? Last girl was the girl from the with little man, the pimp down, pimp distress.
No,
Was the holiday version was the last one? Was that
wasn't
3?
it Neil. No, that was
Neil
yeah.
Long was the first one.
Neil Long's the first one. The Latino girl's the second one, and then the
So,
holiday
yeah, so-
one was the,
So
And
I
Neil
was
Long
gonna-
come back from the Air Force.
So what I was saying was that if they did it, they were going to do something corny like that, where it's going to be like Craig's, even though Craig and them would be in it, but it'd be like Craig's kid, and Day Day's kid.
It would have to be some
And
new
Chris
comics,
Tucker, you know,
young
'cause-
comics.
'cause they so
Yeah,
old.
Yeah, it would have to be young comics taking over the whole thing. They have to be kids of them. Yeah,
Because
I
they
kinda
all
see
can't
that.
be sitting around on the porch still smoking weed and stuff because it works for some people. Like say it still works for like say Chris Tucker.
Mhm.
Like Chris Tucker ain't never got a job.
Yeah,
So that motherfucker still sitting selling
Smoke.
weed.
yeah.
But
but he's
then-
big. He ain't skinny anymore.
But the difference is Craig had to be he had to
Grow
go
the
do
fuck
something
up.
because he was the
Yeah.
one he
Yeah.
was the one that was mature out of him and stuff. That
Right.
was so it's not gonna be the same.
Can't be running from Debo because that
So we-
motherfucker be old as shit.
So we're gonna be a whole different it's
Yeah.
a whole different
Yeah,
Is Ice
movie.
Cube gonna put one of his kids in the movie again?
I don't know.
do way more serious shit than that.
Hey, that Den of Thieves was good though.
Who?
Den
Den
of
of
Thieves.
Thieves.
Yeah, that's
pretty
what Ice
good.
Cube's
Oh,
son.
I was gonna see that. I didn't
Yeah,
watch it. It's
that's-
good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
pretty
good.
good,
That's
man.
pretty good.
That movie's hard. That one,
Yeah, that
woo.
motherfuckers got down in that.
I was gonna watch that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
that shit. is hella
That's with
good.
50 Cent too, right?
yeah,
50 Cent. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Gerard Butler. And
Yep.
man,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch that. I saw that. I'm gonna
Watch
watch
that
I
shit.
saw it on there. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah.
shit. Where we at?
I don't know. We keep getting off on tangents.
We on movies. That's all.
Shit, don't even sweat it, man. You know. What
I
I'm saying?
man, I don't know if we talked about it last time, but I've been watching a whole bunch of low budget like type movies. Like I watched that Meg. I told you I watched that Meg.
Damn, did I watch that?
The
Meg?
Meg.
The shark
yeah.
one?
The Shark.
Yeah.
When the
That's
motherfuckers
low
go down
budget?
in the go down in the
To me, it's low budget because it was like
they was like deep diving to check
Yeah.
look for some shit or something.
because it's so
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
so
that-
much.
that's it.
Maybe it ain't low budget. It's just low. It's just
I don't even think I finished that.
it's just
motherfucker.
bullshit.
Yeah,
But it's the kind of movie that I watch.
yeah.
You know, one of my favorite movies is what's the name of that movie with LL Cool J and Samuel Jackson and
Deep
The
Blue.
motherfuckers,
Yeah,
the
that's
shark-
one of my
the other
favorite
shark
movies.
ones?
Man, I was
even though I know that's some bullshit, but that's
When
another
he
one.
get eating, he was a cook or some shit like that.
Yeah, a nigga ate
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so disappointed, man. I can't believe Jason Statham did Meg. What kind of bullshit is that?
I mean, that
man?
motherfucker hella action star.
Yeah,
too,
man, that movie was.
It was
I'm not
alright.
gonna say it
I
was
didn't think I
good, but
finished
it
it,
was.
though.
It was something to watch. It was something good to watch.
When I was falling asleep on that, I think I just left it at that.
I watched it, and it's what you know what trip out for real.
Yeah.
It's one of the movies I'll watch again.
Damn.
It's one of the movies that they if they end up putting it on TNT or whatever.
No, it is. That's gonna be out soon. That'll be on HBO. Like
One of the movies they play all the time. I'll be watching
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's like be on was it TBS and shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, TNT and stuff. And so, like that other movie I asked you about, if you've seen The Gift. Remember I was telling you about what's that cat's name? Oh fuck! Come to find out, the dude went to school with the guy and he was a bully.
Know that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what's his name from?
Macaulay, Matthew, whatever. I don't know what his name is.
He's on Ozark, right?
Yeah, he's on Ozark.
Yeah.
Damn, I watched
That
that.
Dang
dude,
it.
that dude, Patrick.
Jason
Bateman? Is it Jason Bateman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one of them movies that I don't know shit about. I just put it on and watched it, and I was like, it wasn't a great movie, but it was another something to watch. I've been seeing a lot of movies like that where they were not great movies, but they're stuff to watch, and after I get done watching them, I'm like, all right, it was cool. That Gift was something that we probably seen 100 times in different ways,
Yeah.
but it was still something to watch.
Shit, low budget is
That was kind of low
Amazon
budget.
videos.
I ain't been watching no Amazon videos.
Every time, everything you turn,
So
unless it's
Emma-
old, but when you see something that's like brand new, it'll wind up being like a Russian.
So
Remake.
Amazon,
movie.
so Amazon ain't got up to where Netflix is at.
Nah, it's gonna take him a minute.
Nah, it'll be a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna take him.
It's got some old movies and it's got some new ones. You either rent it, but at the same time, but the ones you want it like Prime members and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You talking about some shit that you ain't never gonna see. So just all you gotta do is just fall into the Amazon Video rabbit hole. You're gonna see some shit. So I think we end this motherfucker right here. It's getting late.
Tone, did you? Oh, so are we gonna have the Super Bowl party at your house?
I'm not even watching it. But you can come over.
Wait a minute. How do
You
you,
turn your TV on?
how do you not watch the Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Really? You've had Super Bowl Sundays where you didn't watch it?
Yeah.
You have?
Mhm.
Wow, that's so un-American.
I wasn't born here.
Willing to give your life for this bitch.
This
but you ain't
motherfucker
gonna
fought
watch
for that
football?
motherfucker was in
know.
in the military.
Hey.
You've had Super Bowl Sundays where you didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was probably doing something.
Tone, have you ever had a Super Bowl Sunday you didn't watch?
Shit, it's hard pressed to find one. I might have not.
I
paid
might have
all of-
had-
I maybe not paid attention.
Yeah, exactly.
totally to
I
the
might have.
game,
I
but
might
yeah,
have.
I think I watched.
I've had Super Bowl Sundays where I didn't maybe pay attention as much because
Yeah.
of everything else that was going on with
Yeah.
playing dominoes or drinking and doing
And the
everything.
game was
But
well
I've-
over and shit. Basically,
But I've always participated in Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, if I had the TV on, it's not watching it. I'm
That's
watching the
crazy.
movie.
So what you're saying is, you're saying you've been at the house
Mhm.
and the Super Bowl's been on,
Right.
and you've been watching it. You chose to watch a movie instead.
Yeah. And then I
We
just,
should have started the show with that shit. That was funny.
Cause then I just go on YouTube and just watch all the commercials that played. Cause everybody wants to see the commercials.
Not no more. Them commercials don't be up to par no
I
more.
don't know.
That's
Cardi
crazy.
B got that Pepsi commercial now. She about to get paid.
Good luck with that. This motherfucker more interested in the Cardi B commercial, Pepsi commercial than the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
That's right.
Well, even though my team that I've said preseason was gonna be there, but it's all right. We just,
That's kind of crazy to be watching something different on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's people out there that do it though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
people that don't.
I mean, you know what? You know what? Now I think about it, I shouldn't be talking shit because I'm not that much better because there's a lot of Super Bowl Sundays where I've been all hyped, got up to watch the Super Bowl. Everybody, got my food, got everything ready, and I'm knocked out sleep by halftime.
Yeah.
Halftime come on. They be like, my wife be waking me up talking about the halftime show on, so and so singing. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I
I ain't
rewind
watching
that
that
motherfucker.
shit.
I fall asleep like a motherfucker at halftime.
Don't
But at
watch
least
that
I'm putting the effort in to watch it.
shit. It'll be on. I just ain't watching. I check on the score to see where it's at. Then I turn it back to the movie. And shit, I ain't doing all that, man. You can regulate me watching those. Fuck out of here. All you boycotting football, and then you gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Who boycotted football?
I'm just saying, there's gonna be people that
Motherfuckers
boycotted the Super Bowl, football all season, but like, all right, I'll turn it on. I ain't watch that shit.
Do we got? I'm not saying turn it on right now, but do we have new exit music or we ain't worked on it yet?
Nope. I'm gonna drop the exit track next week.
You got something in mind?
Yes, I'm on my mind.
What y'all think about the new music today?
Let us know.
It was better than the podcast.
Yeah, you know what? It was damn sure better than the podcast today.
Let me know. Let me know.
Y'all looking sleepy.
Let me know. Let me know. If I can hook it up.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, peoples. Y'all have a good one.
Man,
And,
did we cover everything?
we covered. Yeah, because we don't want to talk about political
Super
shit, and we
Bowl.
don't want to talk about what's the name of shit. We just fuck them. So we just off that shit.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
bring a list next time.
That's the problem. Ain't nobody doing no homework. Tony was the
I'm
only
the
one.
only one, goddamn.
Tony was the only one can't do homework. I didn't do the shit.
Shit. Oh, y'all get bad grades.
I had to go run and do some shopping before the show.
Well, as
my
the
priorities are
title
fucked
goes,
up.
don't be stupid in the your motherfucking homework. Get your
sounds
shit
weird,
together.
Not having an outro music. This is crazy.
It does, but that's all right.
My
There he
listeners
goes.
are not enjoying this at all.
Peace, people.
All right. Love you, Ma.